Your body is having a conversation without you. And right now, it's probably saying all the wrong things. In the next 16 minutes, you're going to discover why some people walk into a room and magnetically pull attention while others disappear. It's not about looks. It's about the 40 microsignals you're sending every second that you don't even know exist. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain picks up on facial expressions faster than you can blink. Your voice hits certain notes that either attract or repel people without them knowing why. Your posture literally changes how confident you feel in under 2 minutes. And everyone around you is unconsciously keeping score. We're going to fix all of it. No fake personality changes. No pretending to be someone else. Just small adjustments that create massive results. Think of it like tuning an instrument. Right now you're playing out a key, and everyone can hear it, even if they can't explain why. By minute 5, you'll be 50% more attractive. By the end, you'll understand exactly why every conversation, every interaction, every opportunity has been harder than it needed to be. And more importantly, you'll know exactly how to fix it. Chapter 1. The Posture Reset. Stand up right now! Seriously, stand up. Notice how you're standing? Shoulders probably rolled forward, neck pushed out like you're perpetually looking at a screen, which, let's be honest, you probably are. Your spine looks like a question mark. And that question is, why does nobody take me seriously? Here's the 2-inch adjustment that changes everything. Pull your shoulders back until they align with your ears. Now, imagine a string pulling from the crown of your head. Your chin naturally tucks. Your chest opens. Your presence literally expands. This isn't just about looking taller. When you stand like this for 2 minutes, you actually feel more confident and less stressed. Your body tricks your brain into being more attractive. You feel more powerful, and that feeling shows in everything you do. Chapter 2. Micro-expression mastery. Your face is having 40 conversations per second, and you're not invited to any of them. Right now, your eyebrows are probably slightly furrowed. That's your concentration face. But to everyone else, it screams unapproachable, or worse, angry. You're literally wearing a "Do Not Disturb" sign on your forehead. The fix is stupidly simple. Raise your eyebrows 1 millimeter. Not a full surprise expression, just enough to open your face. It signals openness and interest. People who do this are seen as way more approachable and even smarter. Now for the mouth. Neutral isn't actually neutral. A completely relaxed mouth reads as disapproval. The solution? Turn the corners up 1 degree. Not a smile. Just the hint of one. Think Mona Lisa, not Joker. Here's the test. Look in a mirror and think about pizza. That's your optimal resting face. Slightly positive, naturally warm, accidentally attractive. It's funny how food thoughts fix face problems. But hey, whatever works. Chapter 3. The eye contact triangle. You've been staring at people wrong your entire life, and they definitely noticed. Most people do the creepy laser beam, locked onto one eye like they're trying to read souls, or they do the anxious ping pong, bouncing between eyes like they're watching tennis. Both are attraction killers. Enter the triangle technique. Draw an imaginary triangle between someone's eyes and mouth. Every 3 to 5 seconds, shift your gaze to a different point. It creates dynamic engagement without intensity. It shows interest without intimidation, confidence without aggression. The 3-second rule changes everything. 3 seconds of eye contact, 1 second break to their mouth or gesture, return for 3 more. It's the rhythm of natural attraction. Too long feels predatory. Too short feels weak. This is the sweet spot. But here's what nobody tells you. In groups, you become the sun. 3 seconds per person as you speak, rotating like you're dealing cards. Everyone feels included. Everyone feels seen. And suddenly, you're the most magnetic person in the conversation. Chapter 4. Voice frequency. Optimization. Your voice has a frequency, and most people's is wrong. Dead wrong. The sweet spot for an attractive voice is lower than your nervous voice, but higher than your fake deep voice. Most nervous speakers go high and tight. That squeaky sound that screams, "Please don't judge me." Meanwhile, overcompensators drop super low, the fake authority voice that everyone sees through. Here's your instant calibration technique. Hum. At your normal speaking pitch. Now hum your lowest comfortable note. Your optimal voice is exactly halfway between. It's lower than you think, but higher than you'd fake. The breath makes or breaks everything. Nervous breathing happens in the chest. Confident breathing happens in the belly. Put your hand on your stomach. If it doesn't move when you talk, you're strangling your charisma. Try this right now. Say hello from your chest. Now put your hand on your belly. Breathe deep and say it from there. That second voice, that's the one that gets remembered. That's the one that gets dates. That's the one that gets jobs. Funny how a few inches of air placement changes your entire life. Chapter 5. The Mirror Method. Mirroring isn't copying, it's chemistry. When someone leans in and you lean in 3 seconds later, their brain feels connected to you. They release bonding chemicals. They don't consciously notice you're mirroring. They just suddenly feel like you get them. Like you're on the same wavelength. But everyone does this wrong. They mirror instantly, like robots. They copy everything, including nervous habits. They become human photocopy machines. And nothing kills attraction faster than feeling mocked. The 3 to 5 second delay is mandatory. They cross their arms. You wait, then adjust your position naturally. They lean back, you count to 3, then shift, casually. It has to feel like coincidence. Here's the advanced move nobody knows. Mirror energy, not just position. They get excited and talk faster. You increase your energy 70% of theirs. They slow down and get thoughtful. You downshift to match. You become their emotional dance partner. And suddenly, every conversation feels like it's flowing perfectly, because it actually is. Want to level up your people skills? Join our YouTube membership for early access to scripts, input on future topics, and connection with a community that gets the social struggle. Click join below, and let's master human interaction together. Chapter 6. Strategic Silence. Silence is your secret weapon, and you're terrified of it. Watch what happens in conversations. Someone finishes talking and you jump in immediately. Like silence is lava. Like a half-second pause might kill everyone. You're so busy waiting for your turn, you forget to create impact. The power pause changes everything. Someone asks you a question? Count to 2 before answering. Not to be dramatic, but to signal that you're actually thinking. That their question matters. That your answer has weight. After you make a key point, pause. Let it land. Let it breathe. Most people rush to fill the silence with weak explanations. They dilute their power with nervous rambling. But you let your words hang in the air like smoke. Here's what silence actually does. It creates tension, good tension, the kind that makes people lean in, the kind that makes them invest. Every pause is a micro cliffhanger. And humans naturally need to know what comes next. So they pay attention, they engage, they remember. Chapter 7. Question architecture. You're asking dead-end questions and wondering why conversations die. How was your day? Good. Conversation murdered. What do you do? Marketing. Another casualty. You're throwing conversational grenades that explode into silence. Questions are attraction multipliers, but only if they create expansion, not contraction. Instead of, how was your day? Try, what was the best part of your day? Instead of, what do you do? Try, what's the most interesting part of what you do? The follow-up formula is pure gold. Whatever they answer, you respond with, what was that like? Or, how did that feel? You're not interviewing them. You're inviting them to share their experience, their emotions, their story. Here's the attraction secret. People don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel. And nothing feels better than being genuinely heard. When you ask questions that let people reveal themselves, they associate that feeling with you. They literally become addicted to talking to you, because you're the only person who actually lets them. Chapter 8. Gesture Geography. Your hands are doing 60% of the talking, and they're mostly saying, "I'm nervous." Right now, you probably do one of three things. Hide them in pockets like they're weapons, flail them around like you're directing aircraft, or lock them together like you're praying for this conversation to end. All attraction killers. Your gesture box is 12 inches from your torso, from your hips to your shoulders. That's your power zone. Anything inside looks weak. Anything outside looks unhinged. But inside this box, you command attention without demanding it. Master these three gestures. The steeple, fingertips together when making a point, shows confidence without arrogance. The spread, palms open at 45 degrees when explaining, shows honesty and openness. The sweep, controlled horizontal movement when describing progress, shows vision and leadership. But here's the real secret. Match your gestures to your words with a 0.5-second delay. Say big, then show big. Say precisely, then make a precise gesture. Your body becomes a subtitle for your words, and suddenly everything you say has double the impact, because now you're speaking two languages fluently, and everyone understands both. Chapter 9. Stress Signal Elimination. You're broadcasting anxiety on all channels, and everyone's receiving the signal. The 7 comfort behaviors are killing your attractiveness: touching your face, playing with your hair, adjusting your clothes, shifting your weight, fidgeting with objects, clearing your throat unnecessarily, checking your phone. You do at least 3 of these every conversation. These are self-soothing behaviors. Your body trying to calm itself down. But to everyone watching, they scream insecurity. They announce weakness. They make people unconsciously uncomfortable, because anxiety spreads like a yawn. The elimination technique is brilliantly simple. Choose one object to hold: a pen, a drink, your phone face down. This becomes your anchor. When you feel the urge to fidget, you gently grip your anchor instead. All nervous energy channels into one invisible action. But here's the advanced move. Replace nervous habits with power habits. Instead of touching your face, touch your chin thoughtfully. Instead of shifting weight, plant your feet shoulder width and own your space. Transform anxiety signals into authority signals. Same energy, completely different message. And suddenly, what made you look nervous now makes you look thoughtful, grounded, confident. Chapter 10. The Compound Effect. Everything you just learned is about to multiply. This is where transformation becomes inevitable. You're not going to use these techniques separately. That's amateur hour. You're going to stack them like compound interest. Posture plus eye contact equals presence. Add voice optimization, now you have authority. Layer in mirroring, magnetic connection. Include strategic silence. You become literally impossible to ignore. The 24-hour timeline looks like this. First hour, posture and face reset. You're already 20% more attractive. Hours 2 to 6. Voice and eye contact integration. 40% improvement. Day 1 complete, gesture and mirroring practice. 60% transformation. By day 3, the compound effect kicks in. These aren't separate techniques anymore. They're your new default setting. Here's what nobody expects. Social momentum. When you show up differently, people respond differently. They lean in more, so you naturally mirror better. They engage deeper, so your questions get richer. Success breeds success. Each positive interaction makes the next one easier. You'll know it's working when people start saying, "There's something different about you." When conversations last longer without effort. When you catch yourself being confident without trying. When rejection stops feeling personal. Because you finally understand. It's not about being perfect. It's about being perfectly calibrated. 16 minutes ago you were different. That version of you is already obsolete. You now possess the invisible architecture of attraction, the posture that changes your chemistry, the micro-expressions that signal warmth, the eye contact that creates connection, the voice that commands attention. These aren't tricks. They're your natural capabilities finally unleashed. Tomorrow, you'll walk into a room differently. Not because you're pretending or performing, but because you understand the game everyone's playing without knowing it. The constant unconscious evaluation, the primitive signaling, the hidden scoring system. And now you know how to win. Start with one technique. Master it for 24 hours, then add another. By next week, you'll be unrecognizable, not different. Just finally visible, finally heard, finally magnetic. The 1% daily improvement rule means in 100 days, you're completely transformed. Not through surgery or extreme changes, just small adjustments building into massive change. Your journey starts now. Stand up straighter. Soften your face. Drop your voice. Own your space. Welcome to your new reality. The one where you're finally as attractive as you were always meant to be. Learn something new? Hit that like button, share it with others, tap subscribe, and stick around for more. Got thoughts? I'd love to hear them in the comments.